Hello, everybody. It's your favorite flagship podcaster, The Nurse, alongside your potentially second favorite, potentially third favorite podcast host, Rich Craich.
Hello.
This is going to be on third
favorite. Wow.
I
mean, you're right. There's probably people.
There's people have preferences.
For most, I would be second.
I'm
always
first.
You're one. Undeniably one.
Always.
I think for a good percentage, I'm two, but
there's people who have different preferences.
People love Joe too. You either love him or you hate him.
I don't want to leave anybody
but
out.
Who cares about Joe right now? He's not here.
But he's not here.
Yeah, screw him.
It's us.
Screw that guy.
I'm pretty sure we start every one of our podcasts out with something along those lines.
Burying Joe. The hell are we doing here? What is this?
So, I'm trying to tell you, and you're burying your friend. I don't know. This is a pilot show for my new podcast. So we're going to test the waters on the flagship Patreon. Let me know what you think. Should I waste my time doing this? Or tell me to fuck right off. I don't care either way. Just let me know. I'd love to hear it. So this is a new podcast. The theme. So one of my favorite things to do when I am coming home from work, maybe laying in bed, whatever, wasting some time. One of my favorite subreddits is reading the Am I the Asshole subreddit. And one of my favorite things to do is read it out loud for Rich, get his feedback, go through the comments with him, and, just take a little story. Go through
a little story time. Yeah,
story time. It's our story time.
Good. It's a good way to judge people, because we judge people that we know, but we've judged the same people that we've known.
I need new flavors.
New people,
And if I'm sitting in bed, I can't be in public people watching. Like, I love people watching.
Yeah.
Big into that. Airports, great people watching. I don't like weddings, but recently my friend Jeff brought up what great people watching it is.
It's pretty good,
and I was like, you know what? That is...
There was a fight at the last wedding we went to.
That's what I'm saying. So, great people watching, right? So, but you can't do that at the end of the day when you're trying to chill in your bed.
Right.
So
you can't recap what you already...
Right.
Remember when that fight happened at the wedding? Yeah, I know. That just happened an hour ago.
Out of the moment, it's
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So this is a good way to get that out, but it's just via the internet. So it's a little more convenient, right?
Right.
So great.
It's kind of reality show-ish.
It's got a reality...
It's trash Bravo reality show-ish where you sit down and other people's drama and bullshit.
And you don't have to be a part of it.
You're
so you get the fun part of the drama without any being involved.
And like you do on all those trash shows, be it your whatever's
You're
of Orange
take
County.
A hard stand. You're taking a hard
You're
stand.
You're like, no, I'm
it.
in on we're our trash Bravo show, Southern Charm.
We love Southern Charm. You're like, are you going to take Craig's side? Are you going to take Austin's side?
It changes.
Spoiler alert, you never take Austin's side.
It's never Austin.
It's never Austin. But it maybe someday.
Sometimes it wasn't Craig and then it became Craig. Sometimes it was Shep and then it wasn't Shep. Like, we could do a whole Southern Charm
We
show.
could do a whole...
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. That's not what we're here for.
No.
We're here for Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
We don't have There's not a good working title yet. That's going to change. So that's fine. So if you have a good working title for this podcast, after you get the vibe of it, again, share it with me.
You will get...
Or tell me to fuck off. I don't care.
You'll get 25% of all money that is made.
Not.
Okay, no, that's not binding.
No, absolutely
sorry.
not.
Okay.
You are not even getting that.
I'm not even getting that. Okay,
no,
that's fine.
Absolutely not. All right, so
you get more than 25% of what I do, so that's kind of BS, but anyway, go on.
That's what marriage is, Rich. Post it on Am I the Asshole and you let me know.
Okay, all right.
All right, so I
might do that. What a twist that would be.
What a twist that would be. I'd be like, okay, this guy's wife is a bitch.
This seems...
She sucks. Yeah. And you're like, oh, what username is it?
Yeah.
Would you use a throwaway account at least? Or your main?
No, I don't even use Reddit anymore. I'd use my...
You're going to use your main?
I'm going to use the main. I'm already shadow banned on R squared circle, so who gives a shit? Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, so I think this first one is a good encompassment of a good Am I the Asshole or WIBTA, would I be the asshole?
Yeah.
Kind of takes some twists and turns.
And for people that might not know about it, you can maybe explain I Am I the Asshole.
Sure.
It's very simple.
It's a simple thing.
Simple concept.
You say, hey, da-da-da-da, here's my story from my perspective. XYZ happened. Am I the asshole?
It's just that simple.
AITA. Am I the asshole?
Right. I did this. This is how this person reacted.
yeah, this is what happened. This person said I'm the asshole. Do you agree? And Reddit tells you yes or no. And eventually, after the post has been on there for a while,
they'll put a poll
They'll
up?
put a conclusion, like this one is labeled a specific way.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. I didn't know they did that. Wow.
It. Yeah, I think after it stays on there and enough
You're
people
officially
comment,
declared an asshole, yeah.
Declared one way or the
That's
other.
good. Okay. So there's not no vagueness where somebody can read just the comments that are good and be like, I'm fine. It's
I think, and it's interesting. I like the ones... I think a lot of the comments do follow the same suit. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of similar-minded people probably follow the subreddit.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty good. But sometimes they take twists and turns. I will say, sometimes
there's been several times where you have went with me one,
title,
and I'm like, no, that guy's the asshole. And you're like, 1 minute,
wait.
there's something more.
And those are
and then
the
you read
best.
another one. I'm like, okay, now that person's the asshole. You're like, but wait, there's one more. So there's
more.
Some are just very clearly that person's an asshole.
Some are straightforward. You read the title, you read what happened, and you're like, yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
I got one straightforward one.
Okay.
We'll do two for the
Let's
first
do two for the
episode.
pilot. And for the record, like, I'm not on every show if this thing actually takes off.
A guest.
You're kicking me off and I'm just a guest.
I mean,
sometimes I'll come in. I'm the talent sometimes, but that's it. Just so people think, oh, Rich is doing this now. No,
it's
no,
not.
This is the nurse's thing.
He doesn't have time for all that.
God, no.
So, would I be the asshole for canceling my daughter's 16th birthday party after warning her about it a year ago?
Okay, so the scenario is, would I be the asshole for canceling...
I think it's a father.
Canceling my 16-year-old daughter's birthday...
After warning her about it a year ago.
After warning her about it. It's doing a lot of work there, but are you going to let us know what it is?
I sure will. But based on the title, what are you thinking?
Based on the title, am I an asshole if I cancel my no, because no. It is something...
Okay.
So that it has to have relevancy, I would hope. So
all
right now, no. Not the asshole. 16-year-old birthday, that's not that big of a deal either.
It is. It's like a quinceañera in some cultures. It's like a sweet 16 in some cultures. So kind of a big deal. Okay. Anyway, I didn't have a very big... I don't remember my 16th birthday.
I don't remember what I did at all, yeah. I think I told my dad, I go to the DMV to get my driver's permit or whatever. I did go to
the DMV and I got my driver's license, and my parents had like a third beater car that I got on my birthday, so that was sick.
Okay.
So, I mean, I guess I do remember it.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a shindig.
I'm the asshole.
It wasn't a bash.
It wasn't like some people have like...
You rent out a banquet hall.
Rent out the banquet halls. They have like dresses. It's like 150 people. It's like the same people. It's like planning a wedding.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
You just were like, Dad, go to the DMV, get my license.
Hi, I want to get my license.
Give me that car.
I want to pay $3 for a tank of gas, and I want to drive around the neighborhood.
The good old days.
A gallon of gas, not a tank. That would be a lot. Okay, so he starts off with throwaway because some of my extended family use Reddit. English is my third language, so please excuse any mistakes. I always find it hilarious when people say that, and I'm like, oh, you actually wrote in English better than English-speaking people.
Yes. Like most people do that.
And I was like, oh, I didn't really.
We do that a lot on the website. We'll have like people that are like, oh, my English isn't very good, and they'll write something. I'm like, you write better than most. You write better than me and most people that speak English. So
thank you, I guess. So for my daughter's 15th birthday, my spouse and I paid for her to take some of her friends out to a restaurant for dinner. During this dinner/party, my daughter got into an argument with one of her friends, a 15-year-old female. Apparently, my daughter was upset with that the friend gave her a cheap gift bought from a thrift store. According to her best friend, 15 female, who told us what happened, my daughter seemed to like the gift at first and asked her friend where she had bought it from. When the girl admitted it was from a thrift store, that is when my daughter lost it and called her names like cheap, gold digger, beggar, translated from my language, it roughly means cheap, and other classist insults. Wow. First off, okay, this is not the end. Classist insults. I fucking love that.
Yeah.
Second off, like, she's like, this is crazy.
It's not the thought that counts to this one.
No, this is how much did you spend?
Yeah, show me the receipts.
This is a Michael Scott White Christmas Office episode.
I spent more money.
He spent more money, and that's how much he loves you.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Okay.
You only care about me in ovens.
And then apparently the best friend is kind of tattling on the kid. Sounds like there's a narc.
Sounds like I know who the asshole is already. But go on, carry on.
Like,
no matter what the scenario is with the dad, the daughter's an asshole too. For the record.
No, or the narc best friend. I don't know.
Well, no, I don't know. I'm with the narc best friend.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so now it is well known to this friend's family that this friend's family is not well off.
Oh, then okay.
But I know
a real asshole then.
But I know this is a sweet girl who did her best to give my daughter a gift with her meager allowance.
Sounds like this guy hates his daughter, for the record. I know, he's like vouching for her friend. Yeah.
To be clear, I wish that girl was my daughter.
Yeah. He's really really aping for this other girl and not his daughter.
This other girl, sweet girl.
Not siding with his daughter at all in this scenario.
My daughter is a bitch. Yeah. My spouse and I confronted our daughter about it, and she admitted that she insulted her friends. She went on to insult her further by saying things like, this was probably the only way she gets to eat at a restaurant, so she should be grateful and give a decent gift. Like, I'm so sorry. This is also your parents' money, not yours.
Yes, it's not yours.
Your parents bought this girl a dinner. Also, where did she learn this?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is...
Yikes.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like...
Speaking of the Real Housewives of wherever, she's been watching too much of that, I guess.
Yes. Too much Bravo. I don't know where my daughter learned such entitlement, but she did not learn it at home. Even her best friend was uncomfortable by her behavior. We immediately took away all of our gifts and donated them.
Hell yeah.
Which is fucking awesome.
I love that.
That is a good... That's good parenting.
All right, bitch.
Right? All right.
Oh, you have too much? Well, now you got less.
We also told her that unless she apologizes to this girl in front of everyone who was present at this party, we will not be sponsoring any more of her birthday parties. My daughter never apologized, and over time, the girl drifted apart from the friend group. Yeah.
Did you think?
Bullet dodged, right?
Can't imagine, yeah.
My daughter's 16th birthday is coming up next month, and she started talking about what kind of party she wants. I reminded her that of our promise that she would not have any more birthdays funded until she apologized for her behavior at the previous party. Daughter is saying it's been a year and the girl is no longer friends with her anyway. Yeah, because of how she was
Because you're an asshole.
Because you're an asshole. She said that her best she said that her best friend was getting a sweet 16 party, not a thing in my culture, and how it would look if she doesn't get one.
Well,
we told her that she still has a month to apologize, but she is not planning to do it because she thinks we'll cave. My in-laws are offering to pay for her party. Maybe this is where the behavior's coming from. But we have forbidden them from doing that. Daughter and both sets of grandparents are telling us that we are being too harsh and ruining her social life. Would I be the asshole if I don't give her a birthday party this year? So we are not parents. But
yeah, no.
If you were a parent,
no, fully, yeah, no. That's how she's gonna act.
Fully on this man's side.
No, I'm 100% on this guy's
I
side.
am a little shocked that the grandparents are like, you are ruining her social life.
Yeah, no, you're not, because she's not. She didn't learn her lesson.
She didn't, and now
you can't just if you reward that behavior. No, we don't have to be the parents of children. We're the parents of dogs. If we did that to a dog, if the dog did something terrible and we gave him a treat.
Yes, you don't do that.
If he bit somebody, if one of our dogs bit somebody.
And then we're like, oh my God, and then he was like, don't worry, my parents will cave and give me a treat later.
And then we do, and then, yeah. I mean, so no.
Also,
I'm not trying to compare raising children to raising dogs.
They're not the same.
It's very different, but like I'm just saying, from a base standpoint of rewarding horrible behavior.
Reward behavior.
Yeah.
Also, it almost feels like she's like, nah, I don't care. I'm not going to do it. And also, my parents are going to give me what I want eventually.
Right.
Is like the vibe.
This is a moment that this could be a weird watershed moment.
Yes.
Because she thinks my parents are going to cave. They're pushovers.
Yeah.
If not, the in-laws will do it for me. I don't care.
I'm getting a party no matter what.
So this is a big moment of like...
Now, do I almost see her perspective of like, oh, it has been a year. That's going to seem silly. But also... No. This is also something that the next day could have been resolved.
Yeah.
The next day when her parents were like, hi, give us all your gifts. Fuck off. I mean, she clearly didn't learn anything from that.
She also admitted to, like, what the things that she said.
She was like, yeah, I said that.
Because I think when you said in that statement that the daughter clarified that she said you can only go to a restaurant because I'm paying for it type of thing or whatever.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I said that. And the only reason that girl came to my birthday party and was like, she's poor. So that's the only way she was getting a nice dinner. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane to say. For somebody that was your friend at any point.
Also, you are 16. You don't have your own money.
Yeah, it's...
You are also poor.
Yeah.
Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's just no scenario where not saying, whatever.
And whether she's coming from, like, this middle class, like, a middle class to an upper middle class, or even she's, like, her parents are quite wealthy, like, I feel like they're trying to instill, like, this thing to her that, like, no matter how much money she has, this is your friend, and you treat them nicely.
Well, and the biggest thing, too, is, like, the best friend, the narc.
The narc.
The best friend, a.k.a. the narc, said that she liked the gift initially, but then found out how much. Now, that is a terrible trait.
Bad.
That almost worse than just insulting a friend.
Right.
We've all had arguments with friends. There's people we've been friends with that we're no longer friends with. But the fact that she put a monetary value on something that she enjoyed it and then said, wait, where did you get this?
Right. Like,
when
oh my
she
God,
knew,
this is such a nice scarf.
When she knew that the woman was...
Where did this come from? And it's like, oh, the thrift store? Oh, never mind. I don't like it anymore.
And then the idea that, like you said, that everybody knew that this person...
didn't really as well off as the rest of the group. So clearly,
so you're just a bad person, and you need to learn that was not okay to be that way.
And the dad is like, "Wow, that girl saved her allowance to buy you a gift."
It's a thought that counts. The thought that counts, right? It's a good gift that you enjoyed, but
until you knew,
and then like unleashed with a barrage of you're so poor jokes.
Classist insults.
You cannot reward that.
No.
It needs to be
you
punished.
have to stay, right?
Yeah,
no, that's crazy.
No. This guy, I'm on this guy's side.
I'm on
100%,
this guy's side, 100%. I can't believe a year later she's digging her heels in.
Yeah.
And is like, nope, I'm...
Because she can, and that's I said this is a watershed moment.
The grandparents are like, that's terrible, you're ruining her life. Also, guess what? Your 16th birthday, your 15th birthday, you're going to prom... that's not ruining your life.
No.
Like, if you do not if they don't give her this party, that is not ruining her life.
Very little of what I did in high school mattered at all in my life as it moved on.
All right.
At the time, it felt like the most important thing in the world. Later on.
So,
prom? Did your prom?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Who the fuck
date
cares?
I took? Don't remember her name at all.
I mean, I remember because I went with a friend.
Okay.
I went with a very good friend.
Yes. I did not. I don't know this girl's name. Stephanie, I think?
Maybe. Who knows?
Know. She's a blonde. I don't even like blondes. I clearly just went with somebody.
How'd you end up with her? Okay.
Convenience.
So.
She was very nice, I think.
Overall, this has been graded not the asshole. I would love to go through this and actually find you're the asshole. So, sorry. Forgive me because I'm actually going through this on my laptop and it doesn't have... On my phone, I have the button that'll go to the next thread.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know where that is on here, but... Anyway,
what's the consensus for this?
So it's not the asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
So some of the top comments are: bravo for you to sticking to your guns. This is the best thing you can do for your daughter. You need to make sure your in-laws do not interfere. Which I agree. That
makes it almost worse.
That's
then
worse.
It's like, that would be the absolute worst scenario.
So the original poster said, my culture is very family-oriented. Going against grandparents is extremely difficult. We're being called all kind of nasty things, from horrible parents to horrible human beings, for choosing a random stranger over our daughter. We are standing our ground, but our hearts are breaking because of all these accusations. Like, that is horrible. And also, you are not picking a random stranger over your daughter. You are literally trying to instill good values and good, like, traits into your daughter to not be a shitty person.
Right.
You are not being like, this girl's better than my daughter. You are literally trying to teach your daughter to treat people with respect.
Treat people with some respect and not about...
Not, oh, I like her better. Like, that's... Also, to be called horrible parents for this, that's like literally the opposite. Horrible parenting would be like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, anyway. That poor girl, what an asshole that poor girl is. Right. I can't believe she bought you a gift at the thrift store. She said her best friend is getting a sweet 16 party, not a thing in my culture, so they're responding to this part. Yeah.
She is showing that she hasn't learned to value people more than appearances. You are doing the right thing for her in the long term, for your family's reputation, and for every person your daughter will ever relate to in the future. Stick to your plan, not the asshole. I agree with that.
Yeah, 100%.
Not only that, she hurt another person and refuses to apologize, not even nominally, for almost a year. She will become an absolute terrible narcissist if this is not taken care of now. I think she's already there.
She's already there. But like I said, this could be a watershed moment of her. I don't think that this, no matter what, I don't think she thinks she did anything wrong. Clearly she didn't, because now it's a year later, and she's like, okay, party time.
We're not even friends. Yeah, party
money,
time.
Please.
Also, not friends with her. Who cares?
Yeah, so I don't think, but maybe this is a good moment for her to realize that actions do have consequences, and you just can't be a total dickhead to everybody. But
all right, so our final thought. So Reddit said, not the asshole.
They declared this guy's not the asshole.
I'm declaring not the asshole.
100%. This guy, not the asshole.
You're declaring not the asshole.
Yeah, so we're all right. You, me, Reddit, we're all in agreement. Yeah.
We're on Reddit's side, not the asshole. Everybody agrees.
This is good. See, the good thing about that is with the Reddit, there's three. There's you, it's the guest, and there's Reddit. So there's always the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
It's never unless the Reddit thing goes to 50-50. Is it a percentages on Reddit?
I don't know.
Or do they just declare?
I think it's just a declaration.
That's good,
and it's not all of them. I think it's only like the
highest level ones. Yeah. That's fine.
All right, so this one, so I like that one because if you read the title, you're kind of like, I don't know, canceling a birthday party is kind of an asshole thing to do, right? This one,
an asshole, immediately said he's not the asshole for no reason. On my 16th birthday, who gives a shit?
Right. But I could see some people being like, oh, canceling a birthday party, that's pretty shitty.
Right. Especially the 16th, that's a pretty big deal. Like you were like, that's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we got one more. This is a pretty down and dirty, straightforward one. Are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You didn't sound confident.
No, I'm you have an ominous, people didn't see your face there. You had a very evil looking face. So I'm nervous about what's coming.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my husband my ex and I traveled to 56 countries together?
Okay.
Initial thoughts?
So reread that again one more time.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband that my ex and I traveled to 56 countries together?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, you gotta, declaring information about your ex isn't a problem, you know?
Okay.
There's things you could say, you know what I mean? You could say. I mean, I see your face is too ominous here. But no, you could definitely, if you want to say, oh no, me and my ex, we went to 56
We've been
countries.
to Paris, sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sure. It's fine.
What the context of the conversation is important. So initial thoughts on the headline? No.
All right. I am a 44-year-old female. I'm turning 45 August 3rd. 2 months ago, my husband of 5 years, a 45-year-old male, surprised me and said that he booked us a 10-day vacation to Italy. Great guy.
Fantastic.
What a deal. We leave July 28th. Oh, it's coming soon. My husband is a special ed middle school teacher, so school's out until September.
Yeah, good for him.
More than
anybody, needs the break. Needs some Amalfi Coast.
Needs that Amalfi Coast, baby.
Needs some vino on the steps.
Some carbs, all the carbs.
Yeah, bread,
all the pasta.
Yeah,
Love
fantastic.
It. Beautiful. I'm so excited for this guy. He's going to have a dream vacation.
Yeah, we had a great time in Italy.
He has been making extra money on the side as a tutor. Nice, hardworking husband. So we had some extra money, no kids, so I got a great idea. Instead of having a birthday week celebration, I wanted to have a birthday month celebration, how I did in most of my 20s and early 30s.
Most of your 20s and most of your 30s, you had a birthday month celebration?
Also, you are not either of those. You are now in your 40s.
But why was that existing?
Should have never existed, right?
Maybe. Okay. On your 21st birthday, maybe.
I jokingly say, oh, it's my birthday month. Like, as a joke.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you have to be nice to me. It's my birthday month. And essentially nothing is different except for sometimes I'm like, no, you have to be nice to me. It's my birthday month.
It's my birthday month. It's December. It's my birthday month.
It's December. It
also takes on, I believe.
Me and Jesus' birthday. Please be nice.
I think that the birthday month thing that you say also brings up funny, like, there's a hilarity to it because it's also December.
Right.
So I think that adds to it too. Like, if I was just like, it's June, it's my birthday month, like, that's kind of annoying.
Yes.
But the fact that you're like, it's my birthday month, and people are like, it's also Christmas and New Year's.
It's also Christmas and New Year's.
But
no, it's my birthday month. Right. I just want to be clear.
Yeah. So, okay.
I do say it. Is that something I've said? Sure.
Yeah.
But
have you gotten a meal or two bought for you by saying, it's my birthday month?
An extra restaurant meal? Sure.
It has happened.
It's happened.
This
woman
earnestly believes that she deserves...
That she belongs in fucking Europe.
Well, that she deserves a birthday month like she had in her 20s and her 30s, which is wild for an adult to say, but carry on.
All right. I had a plan worked out where we'd spend the 10 days in Italy.
Great.
And then go visit London, Amsterdam, and Paris.
Oh, well, those are not that close to each other.
No.
I mean, they're not bad.
I was finding good value Airbnbs.
She had 20 days of this vacation, by the way. That's
a lot of
extra days. Let's do 10 days. Let's do 30.
How about 30?
Great.
How about 30? How about triple it? Let's try it. I was good at finding good value Airbnbs.
That's what you say too, and you send me ones, and I'm like,
look at this Airbnb. It's such a value. This is $300 a night. I know, but look how cute it is.
But it's got a hot tub and the water. It has mountain views.
It's got mountain views.
Did you look at the prices? Not really.
Not really. So but look
if she
at the
Airbnbs like you do, then
it's got 5-star ratings.
They're not as good of values as she thinks they are.
No,
but go on.
They are not good values. Well, good values if you have the money, right? I have not been to Europe since my breakup from my ex, 50-year-old male. When I presented the plans to my husband, he said that we could go to more cities in Italy and he could help me edit pictures for my photography blog. However, he said that he needed to have meetings and do administrative housekeeping and he needed to do that in person. Okay, first off, the photography blog?
Red flag.
Red flag. What is on this photography blog? This is unfortunately a throwaway account, a burner.
It's terrible.
I want to know more about this photography blog. I bet it's fucking trash. Okay, anyway. Do you think she's like a...
No, she's terrible.
Aspiring travel influencer? Is that why she's trying to go to so many cities?
Yeah, maybe.
Traveling on a budget. Oh, backpacking around Europe.
Yeah,
like some
probably.
Bullshit like that. Like, that's definitely...
Because that's a weird...
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because why is he mentioning that he's going to help her edit the...
It's kind of a weird line that he threw in there, too, about the...
Well, I think
she threw that in.
I think he was like, we cannot do that. Listen, I'll help you with your blog. We can go to Venice, too, but we're not going to Amsterdam and Paris. Yeah. I think he was trying to, like, scale it back and, sprinkle in extras to be like, listen,
I throw in editing?
I can help you edit the photos, okay? Yeah. All right. Also, so we know he has to be back because despite the fact that he's not in school until September,
sometimes they have to do stuff.
He has shit to do here, which
is reasonable.
And I do think a lot of teachers do a lot of stuff. I'm not a teacher, so I don't know.
A lot of prep to get ready for the year.
Feel like you got like lesson plans. You might have like summer camp shit. Yeah. I don't know, like.
It's not fully off. You don't have to
tutoring.
Right, you don't have to punch the clock to get there at 6 a.m. or whatever, but you got to do something.
But also, it sounds like his boss is like, "Hi, you need to be here," and he's like, "Okay, I'll be there."
Yeah, right.
Also, I would think by mid-August you'd probably have to start being on campus.
Yeah,
like that
jobs
makes sense.
Sometimes require you to be present. Yes.
I was disappointed, and he got upset with me. I was disappointed, and he got upset with me, and asked me to stop rolling my eyes. She had to be such a bitch.
She rolled her eyes so much.
So hard. Much. Like, to the point that
he's like,
stop rolling your eyes. Stop rolling your eyes. And she's like, how dare you? Yeah. I told him that my ex worked what seemed to be 24/7, and we still were able to plan our time in order to travel the world. 56 countries in total.
Oh, sounds like it. Okay, well then fucking stay with him. Why aren't you with him then?
Why is he your ex then?
Yeah.
You love
sounds
him
like
so
a great
much.
Guy.
You should go be with him then.
We're 24/7.
Why aren't you with
countries.
him?
Yeah.
Why are you with me?
All right, she's now moving firmly into asshole territory here.
My husband snapped, quote, "If I could, I would if I could, but I don't have the luxury of saying to my boss that I'll call in when he asked everybody to be here in person." He also said, quote, sorry, I don't have Silicon Valley money to spend on vacations, which is ultra shitty because the vibe I'm getting is your ex was probably quite wealthy.
Yeah.
Clearly a Silicon Valley type job.
Because, he threw that line in there. Or
a tech job where he was probably fucking working remote, making a shit ton of money.
Right, or he might have just been
and this guy is
high level of the company.
Special ed middle school teacher.
Doing tutoring work to pay.
Doing tutoring work on the side so he can take this bitch to Italy on the goddamn Amalfi Coast.
Are you an asshole? No, you're a bitch.
No, you're a bitch.
Yeah. So far.
And she is like...
My ex took me
rolling her
everywhere.
eyes.
Yeah, my ex took me everywhere.
Rolling her eyes and being like, oh, my ex-husband did this.
56 countries is a lot of countries.
Also, what?
That's a lot of countries.
That's so many countries.
You guys were traveling a lot.
All the time. Which is fine.
Was she married to Rick Steves, possibly?
Maybe. Is your ex-husband Rick Steves? How old is Rick Steves? He's older than a...
He's a little older than that, I think, yeah.
Okay. So now she's gonna step it back. She's gonna step it back. Here's why I'm not an asshole, right? All right. For context, I was with my ex from when I was 23 till almost 36. My ex was very lucky and successful, and we were able to go everywhere from Bona Aires. How do you pronounce that?
Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. You're asking me. I'm the worst pronunciator.
I'm not rich enough to know how to say that city.
No, we're never going there, so don't worry about it. Yeah.
Buenos Aires to Morocco to Turks and Caicos. We also split our time between opposite sides of the U.S. So seemingly they were like living on both the East Coast and the West Coast.
Two houses, yeah. This guy
probably had
like houses, he probably had like a Manhattan high rise and then like
a West Coast
an Orange County beach house. I'm sure
an LA New York vibe.
Yeah, oh for sure. This guy seems like an LA New York
guy,
or
a Silicon Valley freaking San Francisco place and like an East Coast.
Yeah,
house,
he definitely had like a New York place or somewhere in Cape Cod or some bullshit like that.
Cape Cod for sure. Yeah. A lake house.
Yeah.
Or beach house.
He wasn't in I don't think he was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Boise, Idaho.
Maybe Asheville. Maybe.
Nah.
I don't know.
This guy's a coastal elite, if I've ever heard one.
If I've ever heard one. All right. However, my ex...
okay, the ex!
We get it.
You had
an ex. We get it. He was rich.
He was so... His dick was huge, and he took me everywhere, and he was rich, and he was great, and he was hot, and okay. We get it. Drove a nice car. We got it.
He's fucking classist, too. We get it. Just like that other... Is that this... Maybe that's where this girl learned it from. However, my ex he was a commitment-shy man who drank a lot.
Oh.
He did nothing about other women who were openly trying to take him from me.
Oh.
He was always switching from saying we were getting married soon to needing a few more years of no stress and no kids to decide whether he wanted to marry me. By the way, just because you get married does not mean you have to add the stress of kids.
Yeah, no.
You could just get married and keep having fun. We did it.
I think we're doing it all right.
It's great. I love it. Our life's sick as fuck.
It's Saturday at 10:15 and we're doing this.
Our lives are great. And you know what?
Well, great. Hold
on. If we had a kid.
Great. Take it down a notch. I don't know if it's great. It's 10:15 and we're sitting at our dining room table recording a podcast.
Our lives are fine.
There we go. Perfectly fine.
Also, you can have a kid and travel with a kid. Like, great.
Not to Turks and Caicos.
Not to Turks and Caicos. I mean, you could. It's just going to be a different vacation. Whatever.
I'm still
doesn't matter.
blown away by 56 countries. I don't know if I could name
56 countries.
Well, there's not enough time in the podcast. I don't know if I could name 56 countries.
All right, well.
I don't want to do it. It would take too long. But I'm in my head as you're talking.
you're not able to do it.
I'm getting to like 30 pretty easily.
Kind of hitting a wall. You're hitting a wall.
Now I'm just like going to start throwing in just random Eastern Bloc, like
I guess.
But they didn't go to Kazakhstan, did they? Like,
did they go?
But
maybe.
Like thinking of actual countries that you would want to travel to.
I don't know.
That would be like desirable travel locations.
And like I could see going to like Europe several times over.
Okay, but
do we think she's fucking lying about 56?
56 is a lot of countries. Think of how many countries that is.
I mean, I guess if you went to like South America and hit like every fucking
there's like
country
12,
there.
I think. 50.
I mean, like once you get to Costa Rica, you can't really go to Venezuela right now.
That's in Central America now.
Oh, I know. Sorry. I don't know.
How many countries are in the world?
I don't know geometry. I don't know geography. I don't know geometry for that matter. Fuck it.
There's 195 countries.
Total.
So she's saying
she literally visited half the world. Half of the world.
Well, your math's not great there. 28% of the world. That's all right. You don't know geometry. You're right. But that's still a lot because, again, most of those are not desirable places to go to.
You are talking about these 56 countries, and we are still deeply invested in her ex.
So I'm out.
Her ex, right?
I'm done.
All right. So
I don't think this is switching to the other side. I think it's very clear who's the asshole in the scenario.
I don't think it's switching. So he decided he was still trying to decide whether to marry
he starts
her.
like hitting her. It's like a nen.
Finally, I said we needed to take a break if he wasn't ready to marry, and he broke up with me permanently. What was worse is he married somebody a year later who is now only 27.
Yeesh.
Sounds like you're totally not bitter.
Hold on. Who is now only how old?
27.
So just now that woman turned 27.
And the ex is 50. And she's 45.
But
Poster is 45.
Hold on a minute. She said she was 36. When
35 turning? No.
No. When they broke up.
Oh, wait, what?
This guy was married a 21-year-old, right?
No, 27.
No. She's 27 now. A year after we broke up, who is now only 27 years old.
Wait, is this... I gotta go back to the top.
This might be child trafficking. I'm not sure. I'm trying to do some math here. See what I'm saying?
No, you're right. They dated from 23 to 36.
So she was 36 when they broke up. Then a year later...
she is now turning 45.
Okay, so she was 37 when he married this new woman, which is 8 years ago. Right?
Wait, I don't know.
A year after we broke up, he got married to a woman
Yes.
who's now only 27 years old. She was 37 when they broke up, or when he married that new girl. This woman in this case was 37 years old. That's 8 years ago. You said how old this girl?
She is now only 27, so she was 20.
That man married a 19-year-old.
Or 20 maybe. She might
Maybe
have been
20. We'll give her 20. And he's 820.
And he's what, now 50? It's also confusing because she's saying, I don't know if she's only saying now ages or when they were broken. I guess the 50, he's 50 now, right?
Yeah, she's saying who is
and
only
she's
now.
So he is now 50. So he was, 39?
No, 42.
Oh my God, I can't do math.
Yes.
Okay, so he's 50. So 8 years ago, he was
42 when he
42.
married a 19 or a 20-year-old.
Oh God.
But he took this one to 56 countries, so.
But
and he's been taking this 19-year-old to all the countries. This guy's a child trafficker.
Let's be honest. This 20-year-old probably went to 10 countries with this man before he was broken up with
this is child
the original poster.
Yeah.
I did not catch on to that.
Let QAnon know about this guy.
In my brain, I was like, wow, that's pretty young. But I didn't realize that now only... maybe this lady's not an asshole. I don't know. No, she is.
No, she's still an asshole.
Because she's stuck on this ex who's like a fucking pedo, right? Disgusting.
Not actually a pedo, but...
Close enough.
Real stinking close to it.
Edging right there, right?
Real stinking close to it.
Oh my God.
Sorry, carry on.
Oh, that's...
Am I a pedophile? Maybe.
Is there another Reddit that we should be looking at, posting this in?
Don't go to that one. You might be on an FBI
I will not go. I will not.
If you Google, am I a pedophile?
Am I a pedophile?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I was...
Wow. All right. Carry on.
Jesus fuck. Okay. I was in therapy when I met my husband, so I unloaded a lot about my ex for closure. And I continued to talk about what was my life for 13 years until he said at therapy that he was uncomfortable since I was just reiterating old points.
He was at therapy?
So it sounds to me like her and the new husband were at therapy together.
And she unloaded.
She's unloading a lot about her ex, and she's saying, this is fine, this was my... Which, okay,
fine. That's fine.
But also maybe... solo therapy session for
that sounds like something you need to work through.
Like your new husband/relationship, maybe a little bit could be involved in that.
Right. Maybe if they were having some issues here and there.
But it sounds like he's to the point where he's like, okay, I've heard a lot about this.
Yeah.
I was okay to be a little open and let you go through your shit.
But we've been doing this for a while now.
But it's kind of reiterating old points. It's kind of like, this has been a lot, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe do a big portion of it in your solo session and maybe just scrape the surface in your couple session, right?
Yes.
Like, that seems reasonable. It sounds like this guy was trying his best and, like, being involved in wanting to...
Yes, or maybe they had, like, a fight or something like that, and the therapy was like, well, I had my ex, and so I believe... sometimes when these arguments happen, I'm retreading a lot of the...
your second relationship big relationship in life. That I feel like that's normal to have. Like, you did spend 13 years with somebody else. Like, fine.
But it does sound like maybe it went a little more than this guy's like, all
right. He's like, all right, we get it.
Enough of the X.
We get it. 56 countries. We fucking get it. We get it. Yeah. However,
non-committal douchebag. I married you now. I'm married to you now.
I committed. Yeah. However, I think my husband hates my ex, not for what he did to me, but thinks I'm comparing him to my ex when I'm not. You should hate your ex because it seems he's a pedophile.
Yes, yes.
Also,
I love how she said, I'm not comparing to my ex, and all she has done throughout
is compare him.
So I'm sure she does that in real life, too.
She's like...
Including when she said... Oh, my husband worked 24 hours, or my ex worked 24 hours a day, and we went to... That's comparing, by the way.
Guess what? That's comparing.
So you're comparing him.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
You are the asshole.
Saying, you can't go on this trip. Well, my ex used to be able to go on trips all the time.
Comparison.
That's a comparison.
Right. My husband also used to work, or my ex used to work. He made the time. Comparison. Also, this man made time. 10 days is... Yeah. Also, he surprised her with this trip. She was not getting... anything.
Any day, yeah, any trip.
She was getting 0, and then he was like, hey, how about 10 days in Italy?
She's like, hey,
and she's like, fuck off, how about 30?
Throw in Amsterdam, please.
Also Amsterdam. Okay. I was simply bringing up the fact that if my ex could manage our time to make these trips happen when he was technically always working, my husband and I could work something out. But he got snappy with me. I wasn't asking for a 5-star vacation around the world. I just wanted to...
you kind of were, though.
I just wanted to see more of Europe. And my husband...
You've seen 56 countries. You've seen them all, probably. Unless you went to every Eastern Bloc European country and every African country.
And you saw none of Europe.
I'd love to go to France one day.
She has not been to Europe since she was in her 20s and 30s with the ex. You've already been there.
Yeah.
It's the same.
Yeah, Paris is probably similar to what it was
the fucking
20 years ago.
Eiffel Tower probably looks the same.
Still there, yeah.
And you were asking for a 5-star vacation. How much does that cost to spend an extra 20 days?
Even if it wasn't a 5-star vacation, say she was asking for a 2-star vacation, she was definitely asking for it around the world.
You are backpacking around Europe and staying in hostels. That is still a significant jump in price to stay somewhere so long.
Yeah, 30 days. Any vacation that takes 30 days. Room and board, hotels, hostels, Airbnbs.
Cheapest thing you can get.
Even if you're...
living like the homeless life.
Yes. 30 days is a lot of time. Because all your food's got to come from...
all your food, your survival, also everything that you're giving up of not being involved in at home. Yeah. Right? Like, he's potentially giving up time that he could be at home tutoring, giving up income, giving up your time. Like, that is also something that has value.
Let's be honest. This lady doesn't want to just, like, walk around Paris.
Do we think she works?
No.
I don't think so.
No, she seems to have this idea that, like,
you
just add 20 days to a vacation, you go...
pop in for 20 days. And I didn't hear her asking for PTO requests.
Yeah. I made a PTO request, and I'm going to have the whole month off.
Right.
Like, also, she said, like I had in all of my 20s and all of my 30s,
she's never worked.
There's zero chance, unless she is European, that she gets 30 days off.
Yeah.
But apparently she's American.
She's American.
She ain't getting 30 days off. Let me tell you. Not in your 20s, not in your 30s, and definitely not in your 40s.
All right.
The only time you get 30 days off is when you fucking retire in this country. So.
I wasn't asking for a 5-star vacation around the world. I just wanted to see more of Europe, and my husband turns it into a competition. Am I the asshole?
No,
yes.
You turned it into a competition.
You turned it into a competition. You are the asshole.
100%.
Wow.
All on her. 100% on her.
All right. We got to look at some of these top comments. You're the asshole. Your husband works 2 jobs to earn enough money to provide for an overseas holiday, and all you can do is complain that he is not giving you enough. And then you compare him to your ex. You are selfish. Yes, I 100% agree with this. Oh my God. Somebody said if the original trip to Italy wasn't good enough for her, I'd volunteer to take her place and go with him instead. I agree with that. I would also go to Italy for 10 days. I think that sounds great.
Yeah.
No, I did scroll through these comments. No one came back to the photography blog. It was something that really
you love the photography blog. You want to know more about this photography blog. I want to know
more about the photography.
I think it's pretty irrelevant to the greater. It speaks to her unemployedness for sure.
Yes, that is her. She is employed on the photography blog.
Yeah, it's strong. It deeply hints at her not having an actual job. Yes.
Okay. So there are a lot of comments about how she quote unquote aged out of being a sugar baby.
Ooh. Sort of.
Like, oh, you're in your 40s now, and he bopped you out for the new sugar baby.
19-year-old, yeah.
For the 19-year-old who is a literal baby.
Yeah. Kind of, yeah.
So
that seems slightly harsh.
None of these comments mention that age discrepancy either. Which
needs to be addressed a little bit more. That this 42-year-old married a 19/20-year-old. That's a big difference. That's way too big of a difference.
All right, I say
imagine you talking now. Like, imagine us going outside right now and having a conversation with a 19-year-old.
I like overhear like 21-year-olds
not
talking.
even sexual, not even like a sexual, just
nothing.
Literally being in the same room as a 19-year-old is infuriating.
I hear them talking, and I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
That's insane. All right, I say a birthday week at 44. Not so anyone else has to celebrate, but so that if I get caught eating a medium blizzard instead of a small, a full slice of cheesecake at the Cheesecake Factory, or straight up order of bread and oil from, I don't know what this is, some restaurant, it's my birthday week and it doesn't count. Expecting other people to work their life around you is just ridiculous. I agree, because when I say it's my birthday month, that's what I'm expecting, that I'm getting the larger blizzard, more desserts.
Yeah.
Gelato every day.
Free Culvers.
And I'm just like, it's my birthday month. That's why I'm getting this. Mm-hmm. That is how you use the birthday month appropriately.
Yes.
So you can be like,
like you said, like you want an extra. I'm like, I'm not going to take you out to eat. We got food here. You're like, oh, my birthday month. Like, all right, fine.
And I get to go to Hot Pot next
right.
Okay.
Not adding 20 days to a European vacation.
20 days to a European vacation. And I'm definitely somebody who gets super hyped. This isn't a US thing. This is a narcissism thing. Yes, I agree with that. I don't know if she's being like narcissistic, but she's definitely super hung up on this ex, right?
Yeah, she's got
like
she doesn't have daddy issues. She's got ex issues. Like
this is
which might be one and the same. Given how this.
I love this comment. Adults shouldn't roll their eyes at people unless it's a joke. That is true.
That is pretty good, yeah.
Or they're dying or having a seizure. I agree with this comment.
That is a very childish thing to like actually roll your eyes.
Okay, seriously, what planet do you live on? I wanted a whole birthday month, and my husband only planned to give me a trip to another country. So I told him my ex would have given me what I wanted. You're spoiled, ungrateful, and tone-deaf person. You're the asshole. I agree with that. Tone-deaf's
a good way.
Definitely a good way.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm 100% on.
A lot of people just pointing out the fact that she's expecting a birthday month and that's unreasonable. Mm-hmm. I think that's something that I did get hung up on. Yeah, for sure. Again, no one pointing out the age discrepancy. I'm just upset. No one pointed out the age discrepancy and the photography blog.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely you're the asshole. A birthday month for over a decade. LMAO, that's so childish. Yes. And that is, because if a 16-year-old is like, if that sweet 16-year-old was like, I want a birthday month, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense for a 16-year-old to want that.
And again,
you're an adult.
And the birthday month not to actually be a real thing, but just to be like a cursory, like you get some free stuff or you get some nice. This woman literally wanted to celebrate her birthday for 30 days in Europe. So, like she did in her 20s and 30s. I mean, there's no question.
When she was dating a very
narcissistic, drunk
man.
Asshole, apparently, yes.
Which, by the way, said a lot of horrible shit about him and then compared him to her current husband.
Yes.
He drank too much. He let other girls, have his attention.
Yeah.
Guess what? He married somebody a year after you were divorced? You're telling me that man was not talking to that girl before you were divorced?
He swam in those waters before, for sure, yeah. He dipped his pen in the ink a little bit before.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Found that commitment. Oh, you know what? I guess I'll just marry you after not marrying this woman for 13 years.
13 years.
Yeah.
All right. I like this. I think this. She's not over her ex, and that's the real problem. he should divorce her because it's clear she's not over the ex, and that he's just a backup plan, which sucks, and no one deserves to be in that position. Yeah, I like that guy. I feel bad for.
I really do.
Husband.
Yeah, this guy.
He's like, I'm out here trying. I'm a special ed teacher. I'm trying to help kids. Trying to
tutoring to make some extra money.
Tutor to do some extra money.
Yeah, screw this woman.
And then I just have this wife of mine rolling her eyes at me. So yeah.
I think we're ready to.
I'm declaring you're the asshole for.
100%. Yeah.
I knew from the get-go.
The headline got me.
I knew from the
headline. Because you don't know the context. You don't know the. You don't know the context. Yeah, that's tough. You don't know the full context from the headline. Very quickly it spun, and then it's just somehow every line you're like, no,
was worse. And you're like, oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's really bad. Yeah, for sure. All right, so 2 assholes on this. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Just one. We got 50-50 here. First one, not the asshole. Second one, the asshole.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. The first guy was not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Yeah. Right.
Second one, definitely 100%.
It's 100% the asshole.
Reddit,
yes.
Us, everyone involved.
Complete agreement.
Asshole.
The
that
asshole.
lady's an asshole. And should seemingly go be with the ex.
Probably, yeah.
But she's likely not hot enough anymore.
She's not 26 years old. So.
My guess is the commitment issue.
It's a large bug in her house. What is that thing? I don't know. We'll find out about it later.
My guess is the commitment issue was he likes to make sure his girlfriends stay a specific age.
Yeah,
and it's younger than what she was.
What's the Matthew McConaughey the quote from what the hell was the movie?
They
I just keep getting older, and they just keep
staying the same age.
Exactly. That's
Taylor Swift song. That's from Taylor Swift song too. Just landed on me.
He's gonna turn these lights off. We got moths landing on us.
Moth in here.
Mothra. That thing is huge.
Man. I can't believe it landed on me.
Good Lord. All right.
So, again, I think pretty good.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Let us know.
See what the people think.
I'd like to only hear the good things. Tell Rich your honest opinion.
Yeah, DM me the bad stuff.
And then he'll filter out and only give me the good ones.
But yeah, let the nurse know what you like, what you didn't like. Formatting. It's a pilot.
This is a pilot.
She's working through it, figuring it out.
Constructive criticism, and by that I mean Rich will, and I will get the good one. And let us know if you can name 56 countries.
Yeah, sit down and play it at home. Bring the kids in, bring the wife in, bring the husband in.
Because I feel like...
And sit down and let's...
As a family, can you come up with 56 countries?
Right, and write them all down. But then also, my other thing too is like, you might be able to eventually get to 56 countries, but then when you get that list done, think of how many you would actually want to travel to.
Or could travel to.
Or could... that are not like war-torn, Civil War-ridden nations, like
that are safe and not on like the government's list of like do not travel.
Right, because several of the countries are probably like, good
amongst Civil War.
Yeah,
there's a lot of countries out there.
Yeah, that may, and I don't know. Maybe she went to those. I don't know. I have no idea, but
maybe she went to them.
I think she's,
and they're probably lovely places. If you don't.
You know how you asked, like, did she make... That's a very specific number to make up in your head.
Yes.
Like, you would just say, like, 50. We've been to 50 countries or whatever.
Oh,
56 is a weird one, yeah.
So one of these comments is, I can tell this person never worked for her own income because anybody who works for their own money could never be this fucking stupid. I was like, yes.
Yes, there we go.
That's true.
Incredible.
Because truly, like, that is somebody who has, like, no touch of reality.
Yeah, no concept of prices,
of money, cost,
PTO,
time, job.
Yeah,
right.
Just I want a birthday month. Take me.
Unless you're a photography blogger, in which case you can do your job in Europe, and that's great for you. I love that for you. But you live in America, so you probably don't have health care.
Yeah.
If you are a photography blogger, so you likely need to stay married to your current husband so you can keep your health insurance.
Yes, because he's probably got good benefits with this.
You probably
need
his benefits. Yeah. You probably need that middle school's benefits for sure.
With this union.
So I would say
union negotiated benefits.
So maybe roll your eyes, Les Adam, because you really need that health care.
Maybe take that 10-day trip to Italy. Yeah. Very lovely country, as you know, because you've been.
Or stay there because they have free health care, I'm pretty sure. I think.
I don't know about Italy's. That's fine.
don't come back to America if you're going to get divorced and you will not have benefits.
No,
so.
there we go. So, okay, so we've officially declared she is the asshole. No, unquestioned.
Yep, unquestionable.
I guess people in the comments, too, should also let us know where they stand on both of these.
Yes. You can let us know your thoughts. Maybe you disagree. I doubt it, but...
I could see some people disagreeing with the first one. I don't see a single human on Earth except this woman.
I would like to, if anybody...
Because this is her side of it, too. That's the best part about it.
Yeah, she is pleading her side and doing a horrible
Right,
job.
like the first one I could see because it's from the dad's side, being like, maybe he's thinking about it in the best light, or he's describing himself in the best light.
Yes.
And us, we're just good little parents that are just trying to make... sure our little daughter understands the world at large or whatever.
Now,
you might be like, no, that's kind of BS.
Yeah.
He's not telling the full story. Maybe he's kind of the asshole. This is her trying to convince you she's not an asshole.
And it's not coming off well.
It's
not working at all.
I can't see one human on Earth.
I don't want to hear the husband side.
No.
Because it's probably
worse, yeah. Because that's what she gave you.
I think she's horrible based on her abuse.
Based on how she sold herself here. So.
Nightmare.
Yeah, not good.
So I don't know. I think most people should agree with us because I think we sold our side of the argument pretty well. So I think we argued ourselves in the best light and made the best decisions.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
We also sided with Reddit both times.
Yeah, that disturbs me a lot, knowing my history in Reddit.
Makes me question my own morality.
Hold on a minute. Let me switch that first one, actually.
All right, so we hope you enjoyed. Let us know. Rich, where can they find you?
They can find... I'm plugging my own Patreon on my own Patreon.
Well,
FlagshipPatreon.com. Patreon.com/Voices of Wrestling. VoicesOfWrestling.com/Patreon.
I'm just saying, I just want to get used to that for when I'm on my own podcast and you're only a guest.
Oh, you're trying to... Yeah, so you can follow me.
Don't
follow me on any of the social medias because they're all garbage and they all suck.
Yes.
We're on Threads and Blue Sky, the two fake Twitters. We're on the real...
You guys are
Twitter.
On Threads?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, okay.
But who cares? It's just us posting links and stuff. You can follow us if you want, but they all stink.
I'm not going to.
You want my real opinions? Discord, too. VoiceOfWrestling.com/Discord. Oh. I am on that, so you can go to VoiceOfWrestling.com/Discord.
Do you need to be a part of the Patreon to be on the Discord?
No. You get special channels if you're part of the Patreon.
Oh, there it is.
You get a special colored name, and you get a special channel.
Fucking love capitalism, don't you? God
kind of, yeah. And you do, too.
Me?
You try to get a tribute.
Me personally?
I mean... You don't say no to the money.
I don't say no to the money.
That's all I'm saying.
It's a very socialist household. The money gets distributed among all parties equally.
Mostly the dogs.
None
of it goes to me.
Mostly the dogs.
All of it goes to me.
Turns out this is a very classist household.
Yes,
the dogs get all the money.
Most of it. You take some, and then I take none. So yeah, it's actually not good at all. But VoicesOfWrestling.com/Discord, VoicesOfWrestling.com/Patreon, Patreon.com/VoicesOfWrestling. Or FlagshipPatreon.com.
Also, I am building from a ground up 2 podcasts right now. I have Deep Derailments, deepderailments.com. You can find us on social, all the social medias and podcasting platforms.
Twitter? You talking about?
We don't have a Twitter. Okay.
Are you on Facebook?
And by all social media, I mean literally only Instagram, and we have a Gmail account. So
you don't have any social media accounts.
So we have one social media, Instagram. But we're on all the main podcasts.
You're on all the podcasts.
We're on all the podcast platforms.
Wherever podcasts can be listened to, you're there.
We also have only recorded episodes that have absolute trash audio quality. Content, fantastic. Audio quality, working on it. So we will get there. Just not as professional as the Voices are. But the Voices of Wrestling has had 10 years ahead of us. So
the Flagships had 10 years. Voice Wrestling Podcast Networks had years upon years.
Years.
We're the most professional operation imaginable.
So while I have that behind me, I'm still building a foundation.
Mm-hmm. We're working on it.
All right. Very good. So, Rich, thank you for being on my podcast.
Thank you.
This has been lovely. I'm the nurse, and we are not assholes today.